What if you left Earth and returned 7 months later? Would you even recognize the feeling of gravity? Could you walk, breathe the same air? Would you feel human again, or forever changed? This is the story of NASA astronaut Don Pettit, a man who spent 220 days in orbit, capturing Earth from a perspective most of us can only dream of, and returned on his 70th birthday. But this wasn't just any mission. It was a final frontier of science, survival, and sacrifice. On September 11, 2024, 3 seasoned explorers launched aboard Soyuz MS-26, Don Pettit from NASA, and Alexei Ovchinin and Ivan Wagner from Roscosmos. Their destination? The International Space Station, 250 miles above Earth. This was Pettit's 4th time leaving our planet. But this mission was different. At 70, he wasn't just fighting time, he was racing it. Over 220 days, Pettit became more than just an astronaut. He was a scientist of the void, testing how fire behaves in zero-G, how plants grow without Earth's soil, and pushing the limits of in-orbit 3D metal printing. Each experiment wasn't just data, it was a step closer to life beyond Earth. He even took spare moments to photograph our pale blue dot in stunning clarity, reminding us just how fragile and beautiful our home really is. On April 19, 2025, at 5:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Soyuz MS-26 undocked. Hours later, parachutes bloomed over the desert sky. At 6:20 a.m. Kazakhstan time, Pettit, Ovchinin, and Wagner returned to Earth, safe but forever changed. The ground rushed up after months of silence. Gravity greeted their bones with a painful reminder. You're back home now. Don Pettit has now logged 590 days in space. Ovchinin, 595. Wagner, 416. Together, they've helped humanity prepare for the Moon, Mars, and what lies beyond. The International Space Station has been our orbiting laboratory for over 20 years, and soon, it will hand the torch to private companies. But its legacy? It lives in every test tube, every flame, every sunrise seen from 250 miles above. Don Pettit's journey didn't begin with his recent mission. Born in Silverton, Oregon in 1955, Pettit's fascination with space was evident from a young age. After earning his PhD in chemical engineering, he joined NASA in 1996, embarking on a career that would see him spend over 590 days in space across 4 missions. His first long-duration stay was during Expedition 6 in 2002, where he conducted critical experiments and even performed spacewalks. Pettit's innovative spirit shone through when he crafted a barn door tracker from spare parts aboard the ISS, enabling clearer photographs of Earth's night lights. Between missions, Pettit participated in a 6-week expedition in Antarctica, searching for meteorites and conducting scientific studies in extreme conditions, further showcasing his dedication to exploration. Pettit's contributions to science extend beyond traditional experiments. He invented the zero-G coffee cup, utilizing capillary action to allow astronauts to sip liquids without spills, a simple yet ingenious solution to a daily challenge in space. His Saturday Morning Science series captivated audiences by demonstrating physics concepts in microgravity, making complex ideas accessible and engaging. From spinning water droplets to showcasing the behavior of flames, Pettit's experiments provided valuable insights into the unique environment of space. During his missions, Pettit also focused on advancing 3D printing technologies in orbit, paving the way for on-demand manufacturing of tools and parts, a critical capability for long-duration missions to the Moon and Mars. Beyond his scientific endeavors, Pettit's reflections on the human experience in space offer profound insights. He often spoke about the psychological challenges of isolation and the importance of maintaining a connection to Earth through photography and communication. His stunning images of Earth, from auroras to city lights, not only served scientific purposes but also reminded humanity of our planet's beauty and fragility. Pettit's work has inspired countless individuals to look up and dream of the stars. Upon returning to Earth, Pettit described the sensation as both familiar and foreign. The pull of gravity, the rustling of leaves, and the scent of rain, all mundane experiences, were rediscovered with a newfound appreciation. As NASA's oldest active astronaut, Pettit's legacy is etched into the annals of space exploration. His dedication, curiosity, and innovative spirit have set a benchmark for future explorers. Looking ahead, Pettit's work lays the foundation for upcoming missions under NASA's Artemis program, aiming to return humans to the moon and eventually journey to Mars. The technologies and insights gained from his experiments are integral to overcoming the challenges of deep space travel. Pettit's story is a testament to human resilience and the unyielding desire to explore the unknown. His journey encourages us all to push boundaries and embrace the wonders that lie beyond our world. Don Pettit is more than a scientist. He's a philosopher of the cosmos. Known for his eloquent reflections, he often likens space exploration to ancient sea voyages, humanity leaving the safe shores of Earth to explore a vast, unknown ocean. He's not just working with tools and equations, he's interpreting the silence of the void, the poetry of floating cities, and the delicate balance between science and soul. In one of his journals, he wrote, "You don't conquer space, you blend with it." These thoughts echo among young scientists, reminding us that true exploration is as much inward as it is outward. While floating hundreds of kilometers above Earth, Pettit often pondered life's biggest questions. What makes Earth so unique? Why are we here? What happens when Earth is no longer home? The technologies Pettit helped pioneer are laying the groundwork for sustainable living off Earth. His water purification work is now influencing Earth-based solutions in drought-stricken regions. The 3D metal printing experiments? Those are early blueprints for future lunar construction systems. The fire behavior studies he led? They're shaping emergency response protocols for long-duration flights to Mars. Pettit wasn't just experimenting. He was building humanity's survival manual for the future. Think about it. Every data point, every test, every photo he took is a seed that could grow into a fully operational Mars habitat, a moon base, or even a space station orbiting another planet. Behind the cameras and science lies the untold story of sacrifice. Pettit missed birthdays, holidays, even witnessing his own grandchildren grow up for months at a time. Space exploration demands more than courage. It requires letting go of comfort, routine, and sometimes the very planet you call home. Even upon returning, astronauts experience physical changes: bone density loss, muscle fatigue, vestibular disorientation. Pettit faced all these challenges with humility and grace. He became a silent symbol of endurance. His life is a message. Exploration is not for the faint-hearted, but for those willing to trade familiarity for the unknown. And still, he would do it all over again. The International Space Station isn't just a lab. It's the single most successful international peace project in human history. Pettit worked alongside Russians, Germans, Japanese, and others, not as rivals, but as collaborators. In orbit, the flags on your shoulder don't divide you, they unite you. Pettit himself said, "Up here, we are crew, not passengers of separate nations." In a world that sometimes feels divided, the ISS and missions like Pettit stand as proof. Cooperation can overcome gravity and politics. Though Don Pettit has returned, his mission never truly ends. He now mentors a new generation of astronauts, scientists, and dreamers. He gives lectures, designs future mission protocols, and helps sculpt the next era of human exploration. The final frontier isn't just space. It's the unknown waiting to be discovered. It's the future waiting for bold ideas and braver humans. Pettit didn't just look at stars. He showed us how to reach them, with science in one hand and imagination in the other. And now, with Artemis preparing humanity's return to the moon and a blueprint forming for Mars, Don Pettit's legacy stretches across light years. Because when we finally take that one small step on Martian soil, his fingerprints will be etched into that red dust. From humble beginnings to nearly 600 days in space, Don Pettit's journey is more than an astronaut's tale. It's a story of human potential, of relentless curiosity, of daring to live in the sky so others can dream higher. Because in space, we don't just orbit Earth. We rise above what divides us. Pettit has shown us that science, compassion, and courage can take humanity anywhere. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned for more what-if scenarios. This is What If Dimensions.